What's up, everybody? Welcome back. It has been a minute since we've done our last video. And for those of you who stuck around waiting for the next video, thank you. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate that. But today we got a pretty simple job. We got this mattress plus like 20 boxes of stuff, just helping this customer move. And you know, we're out of hibernation, getting back into the swing of things. We're gonna go over a few things here momentarily. Stick around. Smile for the camera. Hardest part about a job like this is actually just going back and forth between either stairs or the elevator. They're on the third floor. Luckily, it's really not that much stuff. It's just gonna take time. Honestly, if this stuff was all main level and I could park right outside the door, it would probably be done in like an hour. But because we gotta use an elevator or stairs, it just takes time. This is actually a really good opportunity. These are repeat customers. I had taken care of a freezer for them close to a year ago now, just about. And they ended up giving me a call because they were moving and they wanted to see if I could help them out. I was like, heck yeah. I sure can. We got these suitcases, that art stuff over there, those two chairs. Then we pretty much have this closet besides some of the small stuff you see right there. Man, I need one of these. So this, I actually left at the U-Haul place like a month ago or something. A couple months ago, actually. And actually, it's been a long time since then, actually. And we're about to get into that, too. I'm going to tell you guys what's been all going on and everything because it's been so long. So it's been so long since I've made a video, and really so much has happened. And so one reason why it's been so long since a video is back in November I had a surgery, and not a complicated surgery or anything, just had a surgery. And I didn't work for about a month, and at that time before the surgery happened, I actually had a choice to make. I could either try and hire somebody to run my trash route for me, or I just had to stop the trash route because I wasn't going to be able to do it. So that's why you see all these, and there's more, and there's a couple that I've just kind of given away because the trash business was no joke. It wasn't hard, but unless you're properly equipped for it, you know, you really just shouldn't think about doing it. I was really just trying to create cash flow, which, you know, worked for its intended purpose. That's all it did, was create cash flow. And it's fine for the moment. It gave me some good experience and whatnot. And I really loved the residual income, customers paying every month and stuff like that. That was really cool. So after the surgery, or during that time, to make sure everything would be good, there'd be some money in the bank, not knowing like when the next thing's gonna come. And I sold, well, the cargo van, I think I already mentioned that in a previous video, but I got rid of the cargo van. That thing was on its last leg. I couldn't even get it over like 25 miles an hour. And out of all the diagnosis that I did, just couldn't figure it out. So ended up getting rid of that, and we got rid of the dump truck. The dump truck ended up needing a good amount of work, and some of the stuff was just stuff that I wasn't really equipped to do. And when it came to hiring somebody to do it, I didn't really have the finances or the time to really just wait and pay that much money and not really have something to kind of recoup that same amount back. So I thought it was just better to save it or to sell it, and maybe, just maybe, I could find something better. Now I haven't found anything better, and that's obviously because, you know, I mean, I spent $5,500 for my dump truck, and realistically you want to spend double that if you want anything reliable. And not that mine wasn't reliable, but I made it work. I'm just kind of just like walking back and forth on this trailer. Just bored while I'm talking. But we had a really good job today. It took a long time. It took like 6 hours, but that's because our walk time was so long. I'll show you guys real quick. Let me just show you guys this path real quick. And I'm walking kind of fast. I have a pretty steady pace. We're going through the whole path. Those are ours. So we gotta go through here, down this hallway. Here's the elevator. Go up. Let's go, elevator. Yeah, as of right now, I'd probably already be done if it wasn't for waiting. Is this us? There we go. Going up. Not really too much to see in here. Alright, so now we're on the 3rd floor, and it's all the way down the hallway. to the left of that door right in front. And that's the whole path. Yeah, freaking long. And so that made the job extra long. I mean, double the amount of time easily. The customers were really cool. An 80-year-old, 83-year-old. The woman, the guy's wife, was from China. She moved here like 40 or 50 years ago. It was a long time ago. Before she moved here, she actually lived in Taiwan or something for like 10 years as well. But they were really, really neat couple. It was really cool. We just sat down, had lunch together. And it's just really, really cool job. I was happy to do it. They were a repeat customer. So I was also happy about that. So pretty much for the time being, I did Roadie, and actually my Roadie account just got unlocked, and it's not really an issue I'll get into, but it's unlocked now, and that was locked for like 2 months as well. So I got that straightened out. Roadie became available. I was just doing like Uber, Lyft, DoorDash here and there, just pretty much making ends meet, and the money in the bank account dwindling. But finally started things back up like a month ago. Started slowly doing some jobs, renting U-Haul though. That's pretty much all I have to do. And now that the fact that Roadie is unlocked, that was like one of the main sources of income right there. So that really dampened thing. And all of this pretty much happened all within the same time frame. So these past few months, I've just been juggling, everything going on, trying to make it all right. But it finally reached that point. But we really got to get rid of this trailer. And see, the thing is, this trailer is originally in a bottom to a camper, and it shouldn't be no problem to get it registered, or it's already registered. Should be no problem to get it like recertified again. But let me see if I can find it. There's a crack in this frame somewhere. Yeah, right here. You can see right on a weld. And I mean, in my mind, it's just not going to pass an inspection. And it's going to have to go through an inspection to be like, because I have to replate it. It didn't have a plate, but it did originally have a plate. So yeah, I need to do something with this trailer, and I'd like to build it up, but I'd have to go through this, pretty much re-registration type of thing process. And it might not be long. I just don't really want to go through it, And the trailer would be better than renting a U-Haul, but the thing is, this is only really useful for certain things. Like the job I did today was a moving job. I would have had to get a U-Haul. I'm not going to move somebody's stuff on this dirty trailer, you know what I mean? And I imagine most people with dump trailers, like, yeah, you could help somebody move, but you're gonna have to cover that bottom with plywood or blankets or something, because I'm sure it's dirty. And the job we had today was really easy too. It was upwards of like 30 to 40 boxes, including maybe not including like 10 bags of pretty much clothes or pillows. We had, when I showed up, they weren't originally going to send the mattress, but they did end up sending the mattress. So I took the mattress, the box spring, and broke down their little bed frame, which was really easy. And then I put that back together too. And the place we delivered to was on the second floor. They had 2 elevators instead of 1. And them moving to the second floor now made it a little bit quicker than going down 3 floors instead of, now we're just doing 2 floors at the new place. So the end of it ended up going a bit faster. We had a big cart for the For the delivery, we had a much bigger cart, so I utilized that, and that really sped up the process. But it was a long process, just a lot of walking. But it was just a super simple job. Great customers. I had a great time doing it, and it was just a really good way to really kind of start off the spring, the year with junk haul, and to get the ball rolling. And we do have another job coming up on Friday too, and that's going to be a decent job, and I'll make a video out of that one too. But for now, I think I'm going to call it good. I just wanted to let you guys know how everything's been going, what we're doing now, and how it's all going. And for those that have stuck around, thank you. And for those 90% of you that are watching that aren't subscribed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.